Virgo, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the next 4 weeks. Now, let's start with your main energy. Okay, your first message today is, I honor how I want to feel. And there is a world behind this message. There is a situation here that you are trying to interpret in a very specific way, perhaps in a way which is even far from the truth, but at least it's in a way that it's not going to hurt you, that it's not going to change your current path and journey. The attempt here is to not let something or someone make you feel in a way that you cannot control, if that makes sense. You're saying here, this is how I want to feel, and nothing or no one is going to change that. So let's see what this message is about, and let's start with your reading. Oh my God. The moon, the lovers to start with. Okay. All right. So, here we go with the Three of Swords as well. This is someone here who is looking at you, Virgo, like it's the last time they're going to see you. Now, there are readings that start with a clear image for me, a clear picture in my head. It doesn't always happen, but this is definitely one of them. I cannot see who this person is yet, where this energy is coming from. But what I can see here is that someone has truly hit rock bottom, and that they might be afraid now that they're never going to fully recover from it. Eventually, we all recover from these situations, from these energies. But at first, we often think that we are never going to. This could have been a back and forth type of situation. Something that built up to a final explosion, a heated argument, a time in which someone has said things that they really didn't mean, but that at the time they were not in control of. As if their body and mouth all of a sudden just started doing their own thing, Which just means that the emotions and the fears took over somehow. Someone here is thinking, the truth is that I love you, even when I'm not supposed to, even when I'm not trying to. And they are overall having a hard time moving on from this, clearly. What we see is a situation that energy-wise didn't change much, to be honest with you. That connection was strong back then and still is strong today. But someone has started realizing that it is still strong only recently. They might have seen the other person moving on, perhaps you, the other person happy with someone else, or just time has passed and that initial anger has gone and the wounded ego has healed. And all it's left is the truth. The fact that something that once was so beautiful and so perfect has ended, perhaps forever. So definitely a lot of confusion over a situation that still feels very strong energy-wise, but that on the surface instead is showing very, very little. Now, in the heart of the reading, Two of Cups, King of Wands, Three of Cups, right here, we have completely different energy from what we have been talking about up to this point. And if this is you, It looks like you're feeling great. Look at this. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. I'm seeing people. I'm experiencing love. I'm having fun. I'm achieving things. I'm being positive, looking ahead, taking action, building my future. But are you really feeling this way, Virgo? I know that the cards are showing this positive and happy energy as if you didn't have a care in the world, but it wouldn't explain your presence here, watching this video, hearing this message. We might have to look beyond this energy and see what it's really sitting right behind it. Someone here is maybe starting to realize now that they moved on too quickly. They immediately transitioned into a phase where they told themselves that they were fine, that at the end of the day, that was the best possible outcome for them, and that they had no regrets whatsoever. And we do that, Virgo. You know why we do that? We do that to survive. We do that to make sure that we don't lose ourselves into the abyss of a love that ends and that can bring us down with it. As we were saying right here, you're not wanting to perhaps address the reality of things because you're afraid to lose control. Right here, in a way, you are faking it until you make it. Right here, you are telling your body, your spirit, your soul how to feel, even if it's not how you're feeling in the moment. And if that's what you need to do at the time, I absolutely agree with your approach. It's fine. You do what you need to feel better. But sooner or later, you're going to need real closure. Perhaps not right away, Immediate closure, it's like trying to put a lid on top of a pot of boiling water. You have to force it because it keeps jumping and moving. You need instead to wait for the temperature to cool down so that you can truly get real closure. But what does that mean? Doesn't mean that there is a conversation coming up in between the two of you. Doesn't mean that something is going to happen, going to come in, which will bring perhaps some closure now that the temperatures have cooled down. We'll have to dig deeper into this energy when we clarify. But for now, your main task is to be truthful to how you feel and to how the situation has perhaps changed you. Because there is nothing wrong in admitting that. There's nothing that it's going to hurt you whenever you admit to yourself the truth of a situation. Now, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. On a different note, what I see here is some major creative energy, also with the sun right here. Something is coming alive, coming towards you. There is something right here which could represent a milestone, a quick achievement, which is really, really much part of a bigger journey, as we discussed in the previous readings for you, Virgo. There is an opportunity which will make you look at something in a completely different way, and it's going to validate to you that things are moving forward, that things are in fact happening. But this Hermit energy here is a little bit concerning to me. I know that Hermit is you, but what I see here for you, Virgo, is that I'm afraid that you're going to get in your head about something. And chances are that this issue connects to the previous situation we were talking about. The truth is that when we go through a breakup as powerful as that one, we need to understand that it's like going through a loss. And when we lose something or someone, we need to get some sort of closure, or that wound will never heal. If you feel like since that situation ended, you had hard time making plans, hard time looking at the future with the same excitement that you had in the past, hard time creating expectations again and taking risks, trusting again, you know that now it's time to let yourself look within and have a conversation with yourself and perhaps with the other person as well. There is nothing to lose in a situation where you feel that you have already lost everything. Maybe it's time to reconnect, talk, maybe even be friends. Time to communicate to the other person that you want, maybe to fully detach. Don't forget that on the other side, we've seen someone who's still crazy about you and still very much connected to you, thinking about you, watching your pictures, and their energy is impacting you somehow. The truth is that at this point, the only way is up, Virgo. And the fact that you are here watching this reading means that it's time to do what you need to do in order to move forward. And so let's dive deeper into these messages and this incoming energy. As you see, with the Eight of Wands, we have communication, but let's clarify. Let's look into what's really going on here. Let's see what you cannot see. Let's try to understand what the other person is feeling right now and what perhaps they're planning to do in the near future. Let's see how the situation is going to evolve and how it's going to transform once you let go of that burden and you find that excitement for the future again, fundamental for your happiness and success. Let's see how this energy is going to evolve and where it's going to take you in the next 4 weeks. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Virgo, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Virgo. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events is the Ten of Cups. And honestly, this is very unexpected for me, for this reading, but also it's going to be especially unexpected to you. This is you feeling good in a situation that perhaps you thought it was completely over. The Ten of Cups talks about long-term stability, a happy home, growth from a situation that was really painful and that now instead is your reason of strength, is what makes you strong today and what's going to make you stronger in the future. Right here, I see two people feeling happy in each other's arms. And honestly, this is as beautiful as unexpected for you and perhaps for this person as well. Overall, this card talks about a happy ending. And given where the two of you were coming from, this is not something that you've seen coming. Eight of Wands leading into the Ten of Cups, definitely something beautiful, especially with the Sun energy right here. But we have a couple obstacles that we need to look into. First of all, I want to look into the other person's energy. What are they thinking? What are their feelings and their intentions, the long-term intentions? Let me clarify the Lovers. Oh, Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Wands though, okay. The Ten of Swords, all right. Listen, this is something that they cannot be without. Honestly, this is a back and forth. They want to fight for this, they want to work for this, but then they